So hi everyone, let's start our discussion. So Professor Paley is not in campus, so we won't stop. We will start our discussion about the reflection. So we will discuss the reflection on next Monday. So for this Monday discussion, I will just show you the Project A details. So the Project A materials is already published in the Canvas. So you go to your Canvas, go to Files, and click on the Project Materials folder, and you can find 3 new documents. One is the Twitter project code. One is the user 10,000 dataset, and one is the Project A Twitter data analysis introduction. So you can download these 3 documents into your local machine, into your computer, and you can follow the Project A Twitter dataset analysis introduction and then start to do the project. So I encourage you to download the Project A Twitter dataset analysis into your computer, and you open it and read it in this discussion. So here, for the Project A, so for this semester, you have 2 projects. So Project A is your midterm project, and you will get another project for your final project. So the Project A will release on tomorrow, but we already published it to the students, and the student can start today to do the project. And the due date should be the end of October. It's October 31st. So it means you have 20 days to finish the project. I think that's a long time for you to do this project. And for this project, the project group size is 1. It means this is an individual project. You cannot work with others. You cannot share your data set. You cannot do group work. So just do it on your own image and finish all these tasks and submit your report. So for the project, you have to submit a report and some additional documents for your work. So you just submit all your work on the Canvas. We will open a submission there, and you can, at the end of October, you can submit it in the Canvas. So also we will we will start a project discussion thread on Piazza. So on that thread in Piazza, you can share your questions, share your ideas, and you can share your other things, but don't share your answers. So when you do this project very quickly, and you got all these correct answers, don't post it on the Piazza thread. If we post it, I think we have to, it's not illegal, because for this project, we just want you to run the program and get some result. If you post the same answer on the Piazza, other students don't need to run the project. They just copy paste your answers. So it's not illegal for any student to release their answers on Piazza. Please pay attention to that and don't post any answers on the Piazza. Even though some ideas some ideas are almost the answers. So please don't post these ideas. So you can give them a hint, not a answer. Okay. So let's go to the next page. So before you start project, I think you already got a lot of tutorials in our discussion or in our class. So there are 3 main tutorials in the Canvas. So one is the generate SSH key, one is the JetString tutorial, one is the transfer files into instance. So I think right now you already view these 3 tutorials and learn a lot about how to do the project in instance. So here, let's go back to not this picture. It should be here. So for the project, we will supply 2 2 items for you. One is Twitter project code. So you will see this I590-Twitter project code TARS.gz. So it means you will find this project name is quite different. Don't worry about that. We just use the previous project for this project A. So please just use this project name and don't change this project name, because if you change the project name, there should be a lot of things to fix this issue. So the another document is the user's tense on the dataset. So if you already done the training work, we give you 10,000 user profiles. So for this project A, we give you a larger data set. So this data set will have 10,000 user profiles. Even though it's 10,000 user profiles, you will see it's very small. It's about 730 KB. So it's a very small project, and don't worry about that. You have to do a lot of work on data management. It's just about a very small data set. So the goal for this project A. So first, we want you to learn how to set up and use a cloud hosted virtual machine. So Jetstream is our cloud platform. So you just start to launch an instance, start to learn how to use that remote machine. So that's one goal we want you to know. We want to get. So another thing, so use a MongoDB database. So in our previous weeks, we teach you how to use MongoDB, even though that's a basic thing, but that's a good start for you to learn the MongoDB. So for this project, we still want you to use MongoDB and get deeper in this MongoDB. So you use a Java program to update, to manage the database. So when you use cloud hosted machine to do the project, we want you to produce a specified visualized result. So that's our next topic about this project. So I will give you a brief introduction about this project. So student could open this, download this project introduction from Canvas and view it. So at the first page, it will tell you the details about the project, about when we will do this project, the project group size, something you have to do for this project, some details. So for this project, we just use 10,000 user profiles. For the entire for data set, it have a lot of information like relationship, user profile, tweets, but we just engaged 10,000 user profiles from these 3 million user profiles. So we just use this small data set to do our project A. And setting up your environment. So for this project A, we already published an image. I think the image name should be I535-I435-B69 project A. So this image can be found on the Jetstream image list. You just need to launch that image and choose the tiny size. I think tiny size is good enough for your project, and please don't use other large size, because large size will consume a lot of your resources. So if you have any questions about how to launch your instance, how to remotely connect to your instance, just go to Canvas to view these 2 tutorials, Jetstream tutorials and the generate SSH key tutorials. So when your instance is already running there, so you have to create a folder for your project. Just follow this command line, mkdir, empty space project. So it will create a project folder. Will create a project folder in your image. Then you just need to go to your image, cd your image, go to your image, and transfer all your materials into that folder, like transfer the project code, transfer the 10,000 user profiles into that code, into that folder. So if you have any questions about the command line, you can Google it, because I think that's the basic knowledge about how to use the Linux system, and I think that's a good chance for you to learn how to do the project in a remote machine in a Linux system. So here, when you transfer this package, project code package into the project folder, so then you have to extract the document from this package and go to that project code folder. So this project Java, so this is a Java program for this project. There's a Java program for this project. So before you build this Java project, you have to modify. Okay, one question. Permission. Okay, so I will talk about this when I finish this part. Okay, sorry about that. So in your project, in your Java project, before you build this project in your instance, you have to modify this build.property file. So in your build.property file, you have this, this is a sample here. So in your build.property file, there's no value for the last lines. It means project.base.dir equal, and that's empty. The last thing is empty. You have to insert these two lines in your build.property files. Make sure -home -username, that's your username, not the username word. That's your username. Please make sure you insert your username here. And that's your, I think that's your exceed username. Modify it. So use the -home your username -project I find myself Twitter project code. And the last line is same as in this sample. So when you're done this, just save it. So here, if we use the V-editor, there's some simple command line to help you how to use the V-editor. So if you are familiar with these other editor tools like Nano or something, so you can still use that. So this V-editor helps just for the student who don't know how to use the V-editor. So when you modify your build.property files, and you type this ent under this directory to build the project. So if there are some issues happening when you build the project, like it will say the build unsuccessful or build failed. So you have to check this build.property file, because maybe you have some typo or you miss some part in this property file. So just check it and rebuild, just type ent in your command line and rebuild the project. So I already tested this project in my machine in this project image, and things like it can work and it's worked correctly. Okay, so one person has a question about permission on my instance. So can you explain what permission? You mean the MongoDB permission or something? Okay, one thing. So for this MongoDB permission, so hold on. I think you have to go to the getting started on Jetstream this tutorial. Let me find it for you. Go to the, hold on, I think this one. Let me check it. Yeah, because there's a role access control there. You have to modify the MongoDB configuration file and restart it again. So let me check the tutorial for you. So where is it? Oh, here, got it. So can you go to Canvas file, go to the project tutorial materials, and download the getting started with Jetstream. I will share the link for you. Hold on. Yeah, this one. So in this tutorial, it can teach you how to disable the role access control for the MongoDB. So just follow these steps and you can disable the role access control, and you can create any database in your MongoDB. So here, let's go back to our project introduction. So here, we released the training work last week. The training work is a part of project A work. So if you already done the training work, you will know you have to, in the training work, you have to use the reformat.sh script and use import.mongodb, import the mongodb.sh script to import the MongoDB, import that into MongoDB. So same thing. In this project A, you still have to repeat these two operations. So if you already done in your MongoDB, it means you are already to do these two steps. So here, let's go back to go to next. So here, so you should know that in our training work, we already mentioned that the raw data is encoded in ISO format, but the MongoDB NoSQL store doesn't accept that format. So you have to use reformat script to convert the format into UTF-8 format. That's very important. So you have to run this command line in your terminal, in your instance terminal. Like here, this is the sample. Yeah, I think that's simple. So just run this reformat.sh to transfer the format. Also, when you transfer the format, reformat the encoding. So please make sure you have to add a headline at the first line of the TSV file. So I think if you got the training work, you already know why you have to do that. Just if you don't get that training work, make sure follow this introduction carefully and add a headline on the TSV file. So the TSV file is the reformat file. So yeah, here, this is the sample code. So we use the reformat.sh to reformat the raw data into this into another encoding. So this is the new TSV file, which saves the new encoding format. So in the training work, we still use the import the MongoDB script to import the data into the MongoDB. So same thing, when you reformat this 10,000 user profile, you have to follow this command line to import these 10,000 user profiles into the project A database profile collection. So one thing, if we use project A database profile collection to save some data, please clean the profile collection. Make sure the profile collection is empty, because we want to insert our project data into this profile collection. If you have other data there, so the project code will get some issues because it cannot recognize this unknown data. So make sure the profile collection is empty. So here is the actual thing for your project A. So here, when you reformat the data and import data into MongoDB, you have to query and update the data. So for this step, we use the Google geocoding API to validate a user's location and update this location into our MongoDB database. Sorry. So for this command, so actually there's a typo here. You can find it, that's the point, not this symbol. Sorry, excuse me. So if you are familiar with Java, you can go back to this part. And that's the Java program. So this Java program have I think that's 6. There are 6 Java files there. So this Java files is going to help you query the MongoDB database, update the geocode location into MongoDB, and that's all. So for this update work, so here, this is the result of the update, part of work of the result. So see, when the Google location API can find the correct geolocation for that record, it will update this part information in the MongoDB database. So here is sample. So see, this is the raw data. Check this. This is the raw data. And so it has a user location there. So when you run the Java project, you will get this one. So this one has a new field like new key value pairs. So it has this one. So it means the Java project will update the geolocation for this document, for this record. So make sure when you run your project, you can find the new part is updated into the each document, each record there. So if you read this document carefully, you will find you have to run this query and update script 4 times over 4 days to finish the geocoding all 10,000 user profiles. It means because UNSC limited to making 2,500 geocoding queries per day. So it means every day you just run it one time. Then next day you run this command line again. So run 4 times over 4 days. So it means your project is done. So here, let's go back to the result. So when you run this query and update script 4 times over 4 days, it means the most part of the project is parts of the project are done. And the last step, you have to visualize the result. So for the project, we have 10,000 user profiles. It's a lot of work to update this, to visualize this result. So here, we want you to get 50 user profiles with their geolocation information and plot this geolocation on a map. So what does that mean? So here, there's some links to help you to get it. Please read this carefully. So here, what do we want you to do? So first, you go to this link, because this is I think that's a help link for you. Go to this link, you will find some sample how to plot the geolocation on a map. That's an HTML file. So you just get that sample and modify the array to data table field. Here, this is the array to data table. So what you have to do, just update this line with this number, location, geolocation, and the name. So let's click on this link, can see what's happening. So here, that's the sample. That's the help website for you to do how to plot geolocation on a map. So let's go back to here. So that's the HTML file. You just need to copy this HTML file in your local file and add this 50 user geolocation and with their name at least part. So I think that's an easiest work for you. Just copy paste the information here. So I got a sample for you. So here, this is one sample. So I just copy it and just copy from the web browser website and save it into my local HTML file. And see, so what do you have to just update this information? When you update this information, and you just need to open this HTML file in your browser. So here, this is the HTML file, local HTML file. So I just open into my browser and find their 4 locations there. So you can find it. It's plotted into the map. So hold on. So okay. So when you done all these parts, all this work, you have to submit your work into Canvas. So here, first you have to export the portion of your MongoDB dataset in tab separated value form. It means you extract 50 user profile with their geolocation. So you have to save this information into a table and submit it to us. See, if you read it carefully, you find the dataset will include only those profiles that you choose up to plot. Don't copy paste these 10,000 user profiles into a table. So we don't have time to read all these 10,000 records. And another thing, so submit this map HTML file. So I just show you in my demo. So just copy paste this 50 users geolocation with their name and plot them into the map, and just submit this HTML file. So also you have to submit a report. So first thing, you have to list all resources of help that you consult. So just write down something, some technology or some materials that help you to finish this project, some ideas to help you finish this project. Also you have to do these two things. So first, answer these two following questions. So first, how many locations were you able to validate? And what is the remaining numbers? And give suggestions for resolving those that you were not able to resolve. So it means there are some issues on your updated work. So you have to, when you finish updating the work, you have to view the data, query the data to find out what's happening there. So you have to figure it out by yourself. Don't post these questions on Piazza because that's your question. Also, so when you done the first question, the second question, you need you to list the ways in which you think this pipeline could be improved. So what does that mean? So first, you should find a way to increase the performance. I think that's one thing. And also include other tools that it could be used. So you have to figure out what you can use for this project. Like how to query something, how to do some other work. So it's based on your idea. So just open your mind and find out some useful thing for this project, how to improve this performance, how to get higher, high quality result. So please answer these two questions on your report and submit this table and submit this HTML file. That's all. So does anyone have a question about that? About this project? And I think you just need to download these 3 documents, the project code, introduction, project introduction. You can post on the Canvas. So it's still part of engagement for you. Also, if you still have questions, you can email to the email list. That's another way we can help you. But I think Piazza is a good place, good platform. Everyone can share the same, maybe most students have the same questions. So if you go there, check the question list, you can find how to get that. What do you mean? Oh, it's up to your choice. Yeah, it's up to your choice. You can submit the Excel file. So yeah, we can accept anything. So finally, we just need you package your result and submit it to the Canvas. That's all. So let me check what will happen if you. So yeah, that's the question. You have to answer it. Yeah, that's the question. So okay, I have 2 instances of the same VM. Who can I contact to? What do you mean? You mean you have the to fix what? You don't give me the crash detail. Okay, let me check. Who's in? Okay. So it's fine, So I think most students have just start a one instance on Jetstream and do training work on that. So for this kind of student, you don't need to create another instance. You just make sure the project A database and profile collection is empty. That's all. And make sure you have to modify your MongoDB configuration file. Disable the raw access control. What is the document one more time, please? Oh, so all the materials are posted on the Canvas files. If you have any questions, you can go there and find these materials there, tutorials there. So many students have questions about connection issue, like you cannot use WinACP or cannot use Party or cannot use my mic terminal to connect to your Jetstream. So that's I know I got the same issue in last week. So first, make sure you get the correct public key in the Jetstream and load the correct private key in your Party or WinACP. Some students just load a part of public key into Jetstream, and it means it's not a good result. I mean, it's not a good thing for Jetstream to recognize your access. So make sure you load the correct key in both places. Then, so there's a policy. There's a policy in Jetstream that if you access the Jetstream by using the wrong authentication or username or password one or two times, the Jetstream will deny all your requests. It means even though you can load your correct information and try to reconnect to the Jetstream, your connection will be denied. So what you can do, you can stop the instance, then restart the instance again to clean the history or clean other cookies there. Then you can connect to the instance successfully. So if you have any issues about connection issue, just stop the instance, restart it again. And I think this kind of network issue could be solved. So yeah, even though I got this kind of issue, they reject my access, connection, and I have to stop the instance and restart it again. So, did anyone have a question about that? About this project? About our Jetstream? No, that's not a good idea. So actually, for this project, we just need you to run 4 times over 4 days. So each time, you just need, maybe 10 or 15 minutes to run the job project. So when you finish running it, just stop the image. And the next day, you start the image and run the query and update script again to update the information. So just 4 days. Run this query and update script 4 times over 4 days, and the work is done. Also, there's one issue. So we have 200 students in our class. So every student has a allocation, and every day, I think maybe 100 or more students will launch their instance. So maybe one student finish updating the document, updating the MongoDB dataset, he stop this instance. And at the next time you start your instance and use that old IP address, it means you cannot update the document anymore. So when you go back to the geolocation, this part, so each IP has a limitation to submit the request. So it means I'm not sure this issue will happen, but I think it's possible to happen in our class. So if you cannot update a document, please stop this instance and restart it again to get a new IP address. So if you repeat this step several times again, you still cannot get a new IP address. A new IP address can help you to update the information. Please email us so we can find a way to help you to solve this issue. So any questions about this project? So if you have any questions, post these questions. Oh, so I mean, you have, when you finish running the project, stop your instance and restart it again in next day. Because if even though you run the instance, yeah, but don't do that. If you run the instance whole day, you are consuming your resources. No, you don't have a lot of resources there. So I think it's a good idea to fix any issue about network, just to stop the instance. So every day you finish your project, you run your command, you run the command, and just stop the instance. Not suspend, just stop it. Any questions about it? If there's no questions, I will stop this discussion and start to answer questions on the Piazza. So okay, so one thing, hold on, one thing. For these questions, like see here, give suggestions for resolving those that you were not able to resolve. So if you are familiar with Java project, you can go over the Java project, Java code in your instance. See here, these 6 documents, not 6, these 2, geocoding client and the MongoDB operation. You can find a way to solve this issue. So it's a good, I mean, even though you don't have a strong programming background, you can start to learn the Java code. I think that's a good chance for you to learn it. Okay, everyone, if we don't have any questions, I will stop this discussion. No questions? Okay, so yeah, this project is straightforward. Just run the command line 4 times over 4 days. Your project is done. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. So okay, bye everyone. I will update it right now. So if you want to check this video, I will update it into the edX discussion. I think, let me show you. Hold on, let me show you where I uploaded this document. Not here. Not here. Oh, here. So here. So we will update these videos into the discussion and not discussion, sorry, the resources. And in the resources, you can find these discussion session videos. So you can find these Unit 7, videos there. Should be Unit 6 or Unit 7. Sorry, I'm confused. So okay, I will update it there, and you can watch it. Okay, bye everyone. So I have to update these videos there.